It's now time for Party Chat Sports.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Welcome into the first edition of the Party Chat Sporty Awards. The conclusion of the 2023 NFL season it's here. So we have some awards to hand out. Welcome in, everybody. I'm one of your hosts, Caleb Gill. We got Dillon Schroeder joined alongside me, and your special guest announcer for this evening is going to be multiple variations of Cameron Braun. Cameron, come on in. First of all, it's weird calling you Cameron. Secondly,
yeah, I don't know why you did that there, Gil.
It sounded formal. That's what we're going with.
Yeah. All right.
Welcome in, everybody. We are doing our award show tonight. As we are recording this, the NFL is giving their awards. They're handing out MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. But this is the award show that's really going to matter. So when you are looking back at the awards that were handed out at this point last night, you're going to be watching this and you know what? The Party Chat Sporties is what really matters. Screw the NFL MVP. Who's going to win the Party Chat Sporties MVP? We'll have that at the end of the night, along with a ton of other awards. Let's start with our first Party Chat Sporty of the evening, the PFF Merchants Award. Cameron, I got to stop doing that, but can you give us a brief explanation of the PFF Merchants Award?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we got here today for you is the PFF Merchant Award. We'll give you a little close-up of this trophy. It may have been stolen from, looks like XX Brawny XX02 winning a Madden League as the Vikings. So
doesn't matter.
That's just what we're going to look at. So the PFF Merchant Award. This is somebody who, just thrives off of PFF, who really loves PFF. When they say, oh, how do I describe myself? Go look at PFF. I'm a dog. I have a 93 grade. And you know who that brings our first nomination to is Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is the best defensive player in history according to PFF. Very close with Aaron Donald, but Myles Garrett seems to be the biggest merchant and front runner for PFF Merchant. Second, we have Kwesi. Kwesi just came out and said that he looks at all of his stuff and looks at all of his players and evaluates. We're going out of order, boys.
Wait, he wasn't on the ballot sheet.
He's not on the ballot.
He was added to the ballot as a last-minute addition.
Oh, his odds are going to be long for this.
Second nomination.
If he's on the ballot, then the other Vikings thing is off the ballot.
Okay, we're going to switch.
What?
You only get one
actually on that, that was a joke
per award.
And now I'm talking to everybody.
All right. In the meantime,
Okay.
Dillon.
He was not on the ballot. All right. So the second nomination for the PFF Merchant is the Minnesota Vikings offensive line. This offensive line looked atrocious throughout the year. Quarterbacks had zero time to throw the ball. It was Swiss cheese. If you had a defensive tackle that was over 300 pounds, you were winning the football game. True fact. Maybe. Don't look that up. Vikings offensive line was ranked 4th total by PFF with the 30th overall run grade and I believe 25th overall pass grade.
That's what
and
we're here
on to
for.
our
To
last
talk about it.
nomination, and on to the last nomination.
We have 2 more nominations.
We have 2 more.
2 more nominations. We have Bobby Slowick. Bobby Slowick is the offensive coordinator for the Houston Texans. He's a PFF guy, got hired because of his analytics. He has led the Houston Texans to a playoff game after being one of the worst teams in the NFL. And on to our last nomination, before the boys talk about this, is Dan Campbell, 4th and what? Oh, I'm going for it. Analytics always say to go for it. So we're going to go for it, even though it means we might give up a chance to get into the Super Bowl. That's a tough look, Lions fans. All right. But,
that one felt a little
those are your
personal.
nominations. Those are your nominations today. I'm going to let the boys talk about it, and then I will come back with our first guest speaker.
Okay. All right. So let's jump in. That was a lot, but we'll break these down. We'll break them down. So we got Vikings offensive line, PFF merchants. Certainly, if they were graded as the 4th best in the league, I certainly don't think so. As you know, they were like terrible in rushing, if I remember correctly. Awful. Okay. So definitely could win this award tonight. Myles Garrett, I mean, just PFF. Their guy. They put this guy up on a pedestal. He may not put up a single stat in the box score for 6 weeks and vanish in the playoff game, but dang it, he graded out so well. Did you see how he was doing things over there on the left side of the line when the rest of the play was just happening? And he affected it because he had his hands up. What a guy, Myles Garrett there. 4th and goal, go for it. Dan Campbell, Mr. Analytical, and is it analytical or is it just emotional for him? I'll let you speak on that here in a second, Gill. And then Bobby Slowick, who he might be a PFF merchant, but he kind of backed up his words there. So 4 great nominees, Gill. What do you think about this award?
It's a solid award, kicking the show off just right for the Party Chat Sporties. I think my pick's got to be the 4th, and you know what? We're going for it. Dan Campbell, I preached his aggressiveness last time on the show when we were talking about the NFC Championship game, and Dan Campbell's a go-for-it type of guy. He's got that grit, the Detroit spirit, and you know what? They're going for it. A lot of times it works. 75% of the time they do get it, even though the analytics or, the eye watchers might tell you, you probably shouldn't go for it. 75% of the time when it's 4th and manageable, they get it. And it works out for them. So, he was a PFF merchant. It's what got him, or the analytic merchant, essentially. It's what got him to the NFC Championship game in the first place. So, my vote for this award is Dan Campbell on the 4th. And you know what? Screw this. We're going for it.
Good call there. Good call, Gil. We'll see where this takes us. But I think we're ready to go to the podium. Is the award in? I think our announcer is might be ready. So why don't we turn our attention to the podium? What's going to happen?
Do we have a sound effect?
Oh, drum roll? Are we drum rolling this?
We're going to let Gill announce this pick before the next pick. We're going to let Gill announce this pick because our guest picker is a little delayed. Gill, would you go ahead and announce the pick as our guest announcer comes out to do the next pick?
All right, so it looks like we're having a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction, but the award is in. And it's Myles Garrett, the PFF merchant. Myles Garrett is your 2023 Party Chat Sporties PFF merchant. That's a little loud.
All right. Tone it down. Myles Garrett, Mr. PFF. Excellent. Congratulations, Myles.
We'll see how the rest of the awards now shake up with the Waste of Time Award now on deck. Give me next season.
Hate that for you.
No,
we're doing that. We're cutting all that out. We're editing. I mean Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
All right.
We hate that for you. We hate that for you is the next award on the docket. Something happened to you this season and it really sucks and we just hate that for you. So to announce the pick, please welcome to the stage guest speaker Q. Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Boo. This guy stinks. All right.
All right.
You don't like that.
All right. Yeah. What's up? It's Kirk O'Chains here. We're here to announce the biggest disappointment of the year. Your nominations today are Aaron Rodgers and
it's the hate that for you award.
Hate that for you award. Get it right.
Kirk O'Chains don't care. Hate that for you.
Serious.
Kirk
serious group here at Party Chat Sports. Okay.
Kirko don't care. Anyways,
I do.
Hate that for you. We're gonna move on to the nominations. Mm-hmm. First nomination tonight is Aaron Rodgers and his torn Achilles on the 4th play of the season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hate that.
Really tragic event. Hate that for you. Second nomination tonight is my Achilles because mine just popped. I didn't even get tackled. I just made a cut. I really hate that for me. I don't like that. I hate that. To be honest. Right. I hate that.
All right, who's next?
Where'd you go?
Who's next?
Your third nomination. Nick Chubb. Having a great year, man. Man, really hate that for you.
I actually did hate
that. Get absolutely taken out.
That sucks.
Why can you not just have a normal injury, brother? That's disgusting. I really, really hate that for you. So go ahead, boys, and talk about the pick, and I will come out.
You're missing one.
Son of a.
You're missing one. Another quarterback.
Kirk have a concussion.
He wears orange.
Jeez.
He wears orange. Orange and black stripes.
His number
Deshaun
is
Watson?
yours. No, what?
Stripes. He's ice. He's ice.
Joe Burrow, I really hate that for you, man. Not really, because you're not that good, actually. You're just, you went to the Super Bowl once. But I guess we hate that for you. Good. Sorry about it. Go ahead and talk about it, boys.
All right, yeah.
Where's black and orange? Deshaun Watson?
All right. So, what a season finale here at Party Chat Sports.
Very serious organization.
Aaron Rodgers, we've talked about it a bajillion times. 4th play of the season, saddest story ever. I really did hate that for you, Gill. I'm sorry.
Hate that for Gill, though. It's hate that for Rodgers.
I did hate it for Rodgers, too. Kurt got injured, gave the Vikings fans something to complain about, I guess. Joe Burrow got injured. Bengals were having a terrible season even with him, so kind of hate that for you. He just bought a really big house though, so I think he's doing all right. And then Nick Chubb, yeah, definitely hated to see your knee explode. I did hate that for you, Nick. I'm sorry. Second time his knee has exploded in his life.
Yeah, I think we just got a nice look at Kirk's ass there for a second there in the screen. I don't know what he's doing there, but he is not the winner of this award. He is maybe 3rd place for this award, as Kirk is now on his knees. That's crazy. Aaron Rodgers, for me, is the winner of this award, but Nick Chubb is a close second. The way that Nick Chubb's injury just completely... You good?
I'm going to have to edit that. I hope that's not on there.
Okay, go ahead.
Gosh. And the winner is, are you coming back for the winner? Or are you...
Is Gil done talking?
Gil, you done talking? All right.
Last point here. Nick Chubb is a close, he's right behind Aaron Rodgers. When you have an injury that shuts an entire stadium up and makes them all audibly gasp, that's brutal. That's brutal. We'll see. Let's see who the winner is. Kirk O'Chains, get your ass back out here.
All right.
Oh, wrong one.
So I figured out who the winner is. I think it's bullshit.
Whoa!
But your winner for the Hate That For You award is Aaron Rodgers. Congratulations, Aaron. I really hate that for you.
Aaron Rodgers taking home the hardware. That wasn't the hardware that he thought he was going to be taking it home in 2023, but
he got it.
Party Chat Sporty's award is no award to look down on. It is a
Definitely
very
not.
solid award. Very solid award. All right, let's get back to another one that Aaron Rodgers is the nomination for. The Waste of Time Award. I was trying to introduce this one, but Kirk O'Chain just had to make his introduction, and it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna let that slide. But the Waste of Time Award, Get Me Next Season award for your Party Chat Sporties, and Aaron Rodgers again, a nominee. He tears his Achilles 4 plays in. And there was talk the entire season, like, is he going to come back? Is he going to come back? Is he going to come back?
That was a true waste of time. That definitely was pretty
everybody
annoying.
Here,
yeah, it was. Mm-hmm.
Everybody here should know that I never believed in that, but it was still an award, or it's still a nominee for solid reason. Bijan being drafted number 2 overall in fantasy. There was some fantasy drafts where he was a second drafted player. He was a first round draft pick in most leagues, but did he produce number 2 type player stats? No, he did not. So kind of a waste of time there. This is one that Drew has been harping for a year now. He's not here to put his input in. I'm sure I know where his nomination would go, though. Trevor Lawrence, or T-Law, being a top 10 quarterback. I think this year we found out that he really isn't a top 10 quarterback. Nick Sirianni, another nomination that Drew does deserve some discussion on this one because he has been harping this one as well. And then the whole Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce relationship that the entire season, which got old pretty fast, I'm not going to lie. But those are your nominations for the Waste of Time Award. Dillon? Got any input there before we...
For sure. Aaron Rodgers coming back, he was in his Brett Favre era, I will retire, I won't retire, I will come back, I won't come back. Very annoying, waste of time, send him to next season. Probably one of the favorites for this award. Bijan being drafted number 2, I don't think was as big of a waste of time as people in the audience here tonight are saying. Bijan only 4 touches behind CMC per game. So.
Eckler probably should have been in that spot.
Eckler definitely could have been in that spot, but digress. Probably not one of the favorites for this award. Trevor Lawrence being a top 10 quarterback, that's got to be up there. I mean, if a single person even utters his name anywhere close to the top 10, they should be fired.
Brock Purdy is top 10, okay, but T-Law is
moving on.
Okay,
moving on. We're not going to entertain that. We're not going to entertain that right now. Sirianni being a good coach. Siri thought I was talking to her. Bro is not a coach. Bro is a clown. And then Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. Annoying. Yeah. Definitely a waste of time in my book. But why don't we go to the podium where the winner is being announced? Hold on. Drum roll.
All right, and your winner for biggest waste of time is T-Law being top 10.
That is the correct nomination.
Things may be delayed in this final recording. We will have to see.
Hey, it's our first go at this show. Hey, we're just getting started on this show. All right, so
fantastic.
Yeah, so I believe we're on to Please Stop.
Yep.
Good. All right.
There.
All right,
Dillon,
here we are.
Us to this one.
No.
Okay.
All right.
For the award tonight, for Please Stop, go use your diploma. We have quite a few nominations for you tonight. First overall, we have Mac Jones. Please use your diploma. You were in school for a long time. Kenny Pickett, that's on there. You might also want to use your diploma. Not sure how he got on there. Zach Wilson, you went to BYU. I think you'd do very good on BET or Lifetime TV. I think you could be very good.
You know what?
In some soap operas.
BET is. Time out. Do you know what BET is?
Do you know what that stands for?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
I can't say.
Bro is he's a Mormon from Utah.
right.
He's the furthest from being on BET.
All right,
dude.
moving on.
You know who could be on BET though? The next guy.
No, because he's not hung apparently. Hey, yo, Cam Newton is your next nomination. Cam, you gotta stop, brother. You're not better than Brock Purdy. It's really embarrassing at this point. You need to retire. Go to BET. That'd be okay.
Hey.
And with your final nomination tonight, Jamal Adams.
CJ Stroud just won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Anyway, that is not the final nomination, by the way. That's not the final nomination.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Holy shit.
You got one more nominee who just recently.
And then one just came out of nowhere, coming from a rap career and wants to come back and play for the Steelers, Mr. Le'Veon Bell. These are your contestants tonight, boys. Let's what do we think about it? A lot of really good nominations this year, I believe. Gill, what do you have to say?
Yeah, there's just a lot of solid options. You know, quarterbacks tend to draw the most attention when it comes to award. We got 4 quarterbacks on this award. But we got 2 guys that, you know, they just kind of talk their shit. They run their mouth. By the way, I don't care at this point if I say whatever I say at this point.
This episode's getting marked as explicit, so it's
This is for sure getting explicit. But we have 2 teammates, 2 former Jets teammates, Jamal Adams, Le'Veon Bell. They just run their mouths. They think they're hot shit. They think they can do whatever they want and that they're the best in the world. And they're not. But you know what? That's why they're on this award, because they just got to start. They have to go use their diploma if they have one. That's the other thing with this award. I don't know how many of these guys actually did. Like Zach Wilson, I don't think he graduated. He might have. Cam Newton, maybe not. Le'Veon Bell, I don't remember. Jamal Adams, I don't think. But you know what? This is also
high school diplomas.
They did. Yes. But yeah, there's a lot of good nominations. It's hard to choose just one.
Can do a lot with your high school diploma.
Yes, sir. Yes, you can. Why don't we go to the podium here? What do we have?
Is the announcer ready?
The announcer is ready.
Okay.
And your winner for Please Stop Trying and Please Use Your Diploma, Le'Veon Bell. Congratulations, brother.
An underdog story.
Yeah, he came in.
He came in out of nowhere.
He almost wasn't even a nomination. He was almost forgot. It's crazy that he ended up winning.
Whoa.
Lights out. Oh boy. Why don't let's talk about this one for a second. The next award up for nomination, oh my gosh, is the Hello There Award, aka He's Like That, out of nowhere. Oh no.
Oh my God, is that a Harry Potter wand?
How dare you? So, don't take me for some imbecile. I'm not no Jedi.
Okay. Who are you? And who are the nominees for this award?
Hello, everybody. My name is Darth Dumbo. I am a gray Jedi. I am not Sith nor Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
You just said you were a great Jedi, though.
I'm no Sith, no Jedi.
Who are the
I'm a gray Jedi.
Who are the nominations?
Watch yourself, boy. Your nominations for the Hello There, and we were not familiar with your game. Your first nomination tonight is Ron Bland, who was just fantastic. Absolutely fine. Your second nomination tonight has been removed from the ballot.
The voters got bullied.
Probably for the best.
Your third nomination for the night is Adarius Sneed.
Saw it up.
And your last nomination for the night, coming off of injury, is Breece Hall.
Okay.
Discuss.
Yeah. I'll start. Definitely a hello there moment. Deron Bland setting an NFL record, most pick sixes in a season. a record that stood for what, like 50-something years. I'm sure Drew would know the number on that. Fantastic year. You know, people didn't know he was like that. A lot of people didn't know who he was or couldn't even tell you he was a person outside of the Cowboys organization and the fans there, I'm sure. Yeah, I think he's by far the favorite for this award. Jarius Sneed as well, kind of like that. Didn't quite have that lockdown corner mentality about him beforehand, but kind of does now. And then Brees Hall, a lot of people knew he was like that, and then he continued to be like that post ACL injury. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah, and I'm glad we narrowed it down to these three. Josh Metellus had no business being on this list, so I'm glad that the voters decided to do the right thing and take him off. But Deron Bland having to come in after Trayvon Diggs gets hurt, and he just puts up he at times has like Trayvon Diggs type numbers with all those picks and turning those into touchdowns. That's fantastic stuff by Deron Bland there. L'Jarius Sneed, one of the best corners on one of the best defenses, and he just kind of comes out of nowhere. Brees Hall, like Dillon said, you knew Brees Hall was there. You knew he was that guy last year, but you had some question marks on if he would come back this fast from an ACL injury. And he did the Adrian Peterson thing. He should be up for more awards, in my opinion.
He did not. Hold on. He did not do the Adrian Peterson thing. That's fine. Sorry, I had to come back real quick.
This is my moment to speak. He first running back since Adrian Peterson to have the success at the running back position coming off of the knee injury that those two running backs shared. So I think it's a solid nomination.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb is going to...
He already did. He had his knee torn apart in college, and he came back.
This is true.
Anyway.
This is also true. But for me, I think, I'm biased. Brees Hall is a solid pick, but I had no idea who Deron Bland was 2-3 weeks into the season, and now he's a solid name.
And now everyone knows his name.
Are we ready for the nomination to be announced, or the award to be announced?
We are ready
Party
for the
Chat
nomination.
Sporty's award for Hello There.
Your winner is Deron Bland.
Way, yep, the favorite. Hold on.
Sometimes the favorite's got to
The cheering's loading. Yeah.
win. Whoa.
Yeah.
See, sometimes the favorite wins, sometimes they don't. That's how we do it here with the Party Chat Sporties. We just had an award where, some guy comes in the last minute and wins, and then we had the favorite win. So that's how we do it here at Party Chat Sports. We don't do this, though.
The next one.
On deck. You Ruin Everything award. And we've got 5 nominations for this. I'm just going to go through these real quick. The Kansas City Chiefs and Taylor Swift, just that combination. We're getting in the Super Bowl, and you can't talk about the Chiefs for some reason without talking about Taylor Swift. It's old. It's ruining a lot of things right there. Matt Canada. I mean, we had
Ate that guy.
segment here at Party Chat Sports, videos and what have you about specifically Matt Canada and what he is doing to Kenny Pickett, who he does need to start using his diploma. But you know what? He did
not win that award. He did not win that award.
He didn't, but he was nominated.
He's 1 year removed from winning that award.
Desmond Ridder. This was an interesting one on the list. I see why he's here.
What do you mean?
What
do you mean? His red zone efficiency will tell you why he's there.
It's
okay.
I understand that. I don't know if he's the entire reason the Falcons suck, but he was definitely bad. And then I think this is my favorite nomination on the entire list. So we already had the Chiefs and Taylor Swift on here. And then you get Kadarius Toney in his own category, his own nomination.
He won his own nomination. It's hilarious.
He has his own nomination. Kadarius Toney, the receiver for the Chiefs. And then Achilles. I mean, how many Achilles injuries do we have this year? I don't know if there's necessarily a favorite, but for me, Achilles is right up there with Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, I wanna speak too. Obviously, Matt Canada ruined everything. That's of course he did. But he got fired midway through the year, so maybe he didn't ruin everything, just most things that he touched. I think for me, Chiefs and Taylor Swift got to be up there. We might get canceled. We might get canceled by the Swifties. is what it is.
Sorry, Sage.
Yeah, sorry, Sage. Friend of the channel, big Swiftie. But they ruined it. They ruined football, and now we all have to deal with a terrible Super Bowl because of it. So that'd be my pick. But why don't we go to the podium? Why don't we go to the podium and see who the winner is of the You Ruin Everything award?
Yeah. So this was our closest. This was our closest poll. Kadarius Toney was in the lead for majority of the months and leading up to now. But your winner for the You Ruin Everything award is the Achilles. Fuck you, Achilles. I really hate you. I'm coming for you, Achilles. Tired of you.
That's
You want this? No, you can come grab it from me.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
There's a lot of things that we've said that I'm letting slide. That one.
We will see what the YouTube copyright does with that, or the restrictions. We'll see what happens.
Achilles definitely does deserve to win that one, and I'm glad it did. It ruined my season twice.
Yes.
It ruined Cam's. It was just a year of the Achilles. J.K. Dobbins.
Myles Garrett wins Defensive Player of the Year. What a joke. Anyway.
That's not surprising.
Well,
yeah,
that brings us to our next award, I believe.
It does not bring us to our next award.
The Defensive Player of the Year was just announced for the NFL. The Offensive Player of the Year is the next award for the Party Chat Sporties. Which, again, Party Chat Sporties, more important than the NFL awards.
Exactly, because we have non-biased.
Yeah, we are definitely not biased at all.
No. So I'm going to go through the nominations here.
All right.
For your Offensive Player of the Year, your nominations are Reek, a.k.a. Tyreek Hill, a.k.a. who wants to get killed by bananas. I don't know if you guys saw the Pro Bowl, but a group of bananas showed up to haunt Tyreek Hill. Your second nomination tonight is McCaffrey, because why else would he not be on here? It's every single year. He's fantastic, Hall of Famer. Like, really? Your third nomination and your fourth nomination come from the same team. It is Puka Nacua, the rookie. And then also another rookie, Kyron Williams.
Is Kyron a rookie? I don't think he is.
Is he? Second year?
He is a rookie.
Thought he was a rookie, yeah.
He is a rookie.
Yeah, so those are your nominations.
No.
Honestly, kind of a week.
Kind of a week. You missed
year.
one. Did you say the last one? Just.
By the way, Kyron Williams with a 5th round pick in 22.
Oh man.
He only had 35 carries.
It's CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is the last nominee.
That's news to me.
Well, he's been added. He's been on the list this whole time.
He's been on the list.
I'll be back to the dog. I hope that's not the winner. We
can announce the winner. You can. Why don't you take a break for this one?
All right, I'll be back. Go ahead and announce, and then AJ Hawk will be back with us for the dog award.
We got AJ Hawk on the show. Can't wait for that.
I can't wait
offensive
for Mr. Island Stonehead.
Offensive Player of the Year. A lot of good players. Obviously, Tyreek Hill was going crazy this year. Christian McCaffrey, of course. Puka Nacua setting records. Kyron Williams scoring a whole bunch of tutties. He did miss a month and a half, though, so I think he's a long shot for this one. And then CeeDee Lamb, who Drew will pound the table for, definitely. But I think if you're looking at it from a wide receiver point of view, Tyreek Hill was better than CeeDee Lamb this year. More, I think he had more catches, more yards, something like that, similar touchdowns. If he didn't have more, but AJ Hawk's a little loud over there.
Don't worry about it.
Quiet it down. But yeah, I think you're looking at Tyreek or McCaffrey here for this award. What do you think, Gil?
I think CD is a dark horse for this award. He's one that doesn't get talked about nearly enough. He was second in the league in almost every. He was top 2 at least.
It's just a problem with who is number one. Who is number one?
Number 1 was Tyreek Hill from the ones that CD Lamb was 2, and Tyreek Hill was if he stays healthy and if he continues to play the way at the end of the year, as he did at the beginning of the year, he does break the 2,000-yard mark. He didn't. Christian McCaffrey is the best offensive player on the planet, in my opinion. His versatility, his ability out of the backfield, making guys miss, and his catching ability, everything Christian McCaffrey does. I mean, he was about to play quarterback last year in the NFC Championship game. So I think he could have done it. He's the best offensive player on the planet, and for me, CMC is probably my pick for the award.
All right. Well, the picks are in, and the offensive player of the year at the Party Chat Sporties is Tyreek Hill of the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, a little bit of a snub. We'll have to see.
CMC got snubbed.
Yeah,
That's
we'll have
crazy.
to see. We'll have to
CMC
see
got
how
snubbed.
we'll have to see how that turns out here on the show. But yeah, definitely drop a comment down below if you think CMC got snubbed from Offensive Player of the Year. But why don't we move on to our next one? Flip the side of the ball. This is the Dog Award, or the Defensive Player of the Year. The acronym doesn't actually line up at all, but we got AJ Hawk in a red helmet.
No, you gotta punch it. You gotta punch it.
That's extremely loud. Don't do that again.
Yeah. All right. So I'm here for the dog award. I was a what is it? 10-time COVID survivor, national champion, Super Bowl champion.
COVID survivor?
10-time. I got 10 kids. I won a round. I won a round in the Ryder Cup or whatever it was. But yeah, so we're going to talk about your dog nominations. What's a dog? This is your best defense player out there on the field, yeah. You know, the guy that's going to go butt heads, go shower in the locker room together, just be like good men, work out together, No homo.
Getting very sus.
Yeah, no, it's all right. All right, so for your first nomination, what a dog. TJ Watt. Oh my gosh, his team. The Steelers team is so much better with him. Your second nomination. Your second nomination is Deron Bland. It's pretty self-explanatory. Dude's a dog. Sees the ball, goes and gets the ball. You want to get that ball? He's getting that ball.
Takes that ball home. He takes that ball home. He
wants that touchdown, baby. He loves the defense. All right, your third nomination. To the hizzy. Your third nomination is Max Crosby. Man, this guy has overcome so much. Dude's just a football player.
Eagle.
He's got a pass, but dude is just a football player. Coming from Ypsilanti, you're built different there. Water's not. It's not good there.
Don't make jokes about the water. Move on.
Those are your nominations. Wait. How? Okay. All right. Your last nomination is Quincy Williams. Apparently, he just got on there.
How this guy get here?
I just got word that I was told that he was going to be on here. So let's talk about the nominations, boys.
Yeah, Quincy Williams does not belong to be here. To be here. There's only one true answer to this. A guy that makes an impact on every single game he's in. The guy that actually gets stats in the box score. A guy that scores touchdowns. He gets sacks. He gets tackles for loss. He forces fumbles. He gets interceptions. Oh, but maybe his pass rush win rate's a couple ticks below a couple other guys. Oh, well, he wins football games. The dog. It's TJ Watt. End of discussion. No other answer needed.
See, for me, this is just a weak award. Not a lot of great nominees here. I don't really see any defensive players that really stand out for this award, and I guess it's probably going to have to go to the guy that gets all the sacks against tight ends. So that's probably who the favorite is for this award. It's just not a great year to be a defensive player. It just doesn't. It seems like a weak group for this award this year. Are we ready to announce it?
Yeah,
right.
We can announce it.
Sorry, I needed to go eat some chicken and rice real quick.
Okay. Well, your winner.
Your winner for the Dog Award is Mr. TJ Watt.
Oh. That's my dog. We don't have a dog.
Nation. Yeah.
We don't have a dog.
You're a beast, sound. Bro. Yeah. Hey. You're the man.
You just dap up.
All right. Hey, thanks for having me.
You
I'll
just
see you
dapped
later.
up TJ Watt off screen.
Yeah,
All right.
that was TJ.
All right, bet. Okay. Let's move on here. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We still have a whole bunch to get through, so maybe we pick up the pace ever so slightly. Defensive Rookie of the Year, a couple nominees for your defensive rookie dog, I guess. Joey Porter Jr., dog. Witherspoon, dog. Will Anderson, dog. And that's it. Those are your three nominees.
Wait a minute. No, hold on. There was one more nomination on there.
There's not.
Oh, yeah, it's Ivan Pace, an absolute dog, bro. He's 5'6".
If you're going to disrespect Quincy Williams for the Defensive Player of the Year, then
I'm sorry. Do you have something against short people being good on defense?
Bro doesn't just get a nomination for being short. That's not how it works. You don't just get.
He was the best linebacker. Best linebacker in his class. Top 5 linebacker in the NFL according to PFF, or at least top 5.
PFF Merchant. PFF Merchant.
PFF Merchant.
No, stop it.
Bro, if there was an award for short people, I'd get every award, okay? That's not how this works.
Kind of a weak class this year, I'd say.
Yeah, but it
Defensive Player of the Year, I think.
Yeah, it might be. Speaking of the Defensive Rookie of the Year, the NFL did just announce theirs. And we can announce ours.
Let's announce it at the same time. All right, the NFL and the Party Chat Sporties Defensive Rookie of the Year is
Mr. Will Anderson.
You came here instead? Oh, hey, congratulations, bro. Yeah,
he came here instead.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's right there. Yeah, can you see it?
Beautiful,
right.
Beautiful.
Oh, we have our last guest speaker of the night for our next award.
I believe.
Would you like to introduce him?
I believe you're skipping an award again.
I don't think he is.
I think he is skipping an award.
The next award is brought to you by the Ted Lasso TV series. The Denny Rojas Award.
Denny Rojas!
He loves football.
You don't have to. All right, to win the Denny Rojas Award tonight is Puka Nacua, because we like to say he's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, don't go. We love football.
There was only one nomination for the Danny Rojas Award, a.k.a. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Puka Nacua is the only nomination because of how amazing of a year he had. I did just trade for him in our Dynasty Fantasy Football League. It might have been a fleece, but Puka Nacua is the winner of this award.
I almost
vetoed that. Yeah. Well, let's cheer it up. Danny Rojas. Puka Nacua, congratulations.
All right. Yeah, that's all we really need to say about that. Again, as Dillon was saying, let's get through some of these. I think these next couple we can get through the Case Keenum Award.
I don't know why I'm here either, to be honest. Hi, I'm Zach Clares. Cameron asked me to come out here. I guess he saw me play good on Halloween in a blowout, and he wanted my jersey, and he bought it. He paid me like $50, so I did it. Your Case Keenum Award, I guess, is your backup quarterback veteran person that's good.
So not Zach.
So your nominations, your nominations are Joe Flacco, Gardner Minshew, and
you got this. One more.
Mason Rudolph.
We got there.
Yeah. Do I just?
You just leave that there. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Joe Flacco.
Am I announcing?
No, hold on. Joe Flacco, obviously came in, did pretty well. Almost had a Cinderella story until he got smoked. Gardner Minshew, came in and almost led that team to the playoffs, but he didn't. So sucks for them. Hate to see it. And then Mason Rudolph came in and did some things, handed the ball off pretty well, threw it downfield a couple times, won a couple games. That's it.
Yeah. had the Colts made the playoffs, for me, this would have been clear-cut Gardner Minshew winning this award. He was the backup, right? They drafted their quarterback, and Anthony Richardson. Gardner Minshew not supposed to come in this year, but he does, and he wins a lot of games. He beats the AFC 1 seed. He does get a win against the Baltimore Ravens, one of the only quarterbacks to beat the Ravens this year. Patrick Mahomes on that list, and Gardner Minshew also on that list. Gardner Minshew, in my opinion, is a Case Keenum Award winner, but I would understand if a guy who was sitting on his couch for Thanksgiving won this award. I think we're ready to announce it.
Who won it?
Zach, your winner for the Case Keenum Award is Joe Flacco.
That's it.
Moving forward. Onward.
See you later, Cincy.
Bye.
The Vontaze Burfict Award. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. Vontaze Burfict, dirty dude. This is a dirty award. This is not an award that many people should want to win with the Party Chat Sporties. But here are your 3 nominees. Kirby Joseph. DeMonte Casey. I think that's his first name.
It is.
That's what I thought. And Kareem Jackson. You know, these players have had signs and plays of dirtiness throughout the entire season. Kirby Joseph ends a couple guys' seasons. Kareem Jackson is suspended for the rest of the year. DeMonte Casey has some bad hits. This is a dirty award for a couple dirty players.
Yeah. I mean, the stats these guys put up the past couple seasons. I mean, Kirby Joseph with 2 ACLs this year. What a season. DeMonte Casey, a decapitation in back-to-back seasons of Chris Olave and what's his face for the Colts. Doesn't have a face anymore.
Michael Pittman Jr.
Michael Pittman doesn't have a face anymore because DeMonte Casey took it off. Yeah, so I think those are your 2 front runners by far. Kareem Jackson, a couple hits in there as well.
I mean,
but
Kareem Jackson was kicked out of the league for the rest of the year. He was suspended.
So was Casey.
That's a
So
no-brainer.
you got 2 guys suspended for the year, and then you got a guy that took out a couple of ACLs. I mean, this award could go any different direction.
There's a good chance for any one of these players to win this award. It's a close one. This might be our tightest race so far. I think we're ready to announce a winner.
All right. And yes, you are correct. This was our tightest race so far. But your winner for the Burfict Award is Kirby Joseph. Congratulations, sir. Yeah. So, okay. Bye.
I hope that's not just egregiously loud.
All right. We're about to find out.
All right, so I think that brings us to our Coach of the Year award.
It does. This is a very good award.
This can be a
transition. I like the transition from a dirty award to a great award like this.
Yeah.
That's how we do it here at Party Chat Sports.
We have one dirty coach on there, but here, we'll read off your nominees. We have Dan Campbell leading the Lions to 2 playoff wins.
Yes, sir.
NFC Championship. Congrats. We have D'Amico Ryans going for the number 2 overall pick to leading and winning a playoff game. And then just ultimately meeting the football gods. And then we also have Kevin Stefanski, which that kind of speaks for itself. But yeah, what do we think about these boys?
Dillon, I'll let you go first.
I hate the Browns.
Yes.
It's great insight. Great analysis.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what? One of these coaches lost to another one of these coaches in the playoffs. That coach has got to be off this list, right? Where he is not the front runner because he lost to the other coach in the playoffs by a lot of points.
That makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense in my opinion. And the front runner for this award is definitely D'Amico Ryans. Like Cam said, I'm not really a fan of this.
I mean, don't sleep on Dan Campbell. Don't sleep on Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell's definitely up there. Dan Campbell's up there.
Sure.
He went to the NFC Championship. He won
questionable ending
games in Detroit.
Questionable ending, but hell of a season.
They won it his way. They lost it his way. So Dan Campbell, definitely a front runner for this award, but I think the favorite's got to be D'Amico Ryans. He's gotta
I think
be.
so too. There. So we have the pick. Pick is in. Your coach of the year. It's D'Amico Ryans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here you go, sir. Hey, you're awesome. Players coach. Thank you. It's really crazy that they're coming here to my apartment instead of NFL honors, but
That is wild.
we're gonna move on to the next
Party Chat
one.
Sporties are very serious awards.
Yeah, we're on the final 3 awards. The final three. Big
biggest
3.
ones. Gil, you want to tell us
Oh,
what this
that's
next
right.
award is?
Waited all night for this.
The biggest fraud. The Fraudy.
This is the Fraudy.
Party.
This is the
This is the
2023
Most prestigious award. Most prestigious award. Here, we'll show you what it looks like.
Better than this.
2 of them on top of each other. That's what you get.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll read off your nominees. We'll
almost-
talk about this.
It's almost as fraudulent as like your play style in Madden, which is very.
Anyway,
Sorry, I can't hear you over there. So we'll talk about your nominations here tonight. The biggest
Yeah,
frauds.
Your Fraudies, your nominees for the Fraudies: Jalen Hurts, quarterback of the Eagles. They start 10-1, and then they finish the year only winning one more game after that, and don't even win a playoff game. Trevor Lawrence. You know what? He already won an award, but he is very well in consideration for the biggest fraud, for a big reason why he won the award that he did.
yeah, they just gave away that playoff spot. They didn't want it.
Exactly.
Did not
2,
want it.
D'Amico Ryans, who won our Coach of the Year. The Miami Dolphins as a team, it was difficult for the voters to just put Tua Tagovailoa on there because the entire Dolphins team deserved to be on this list. And somehow Dakota Prescott got thrown on here. I think
That's
voters-
weird. Yeah,
That's
he
a
got
wild one.
I must have came in late.
That's
I
a
mean,
wild
they
one.
did get blown out in the playoffs. So, I mean,
He did.
anyone want to defend it, or we just want to keep it?
Hey, yo, low key, was Jordan Love snubbed from the Hello There award? He might have been.
He was.
I just thought of that.
Now that
Voters
the
were
voters-
asleep. Voters were asleep.
that's a
Snoozing.
shame.
Snoozing.
Very, very much snoozing the voters are. But yeah, the biggest fraud. I mean, yeah, I'm biased, so I'm not going to make everybody here should know who I would put as the biggest fraud. But these are some very good nominations.
Yeah.
Yeah. My 2 cents. Jalen Hurts, man, setting records for most rushing touchdowns and stuff, and he's just getting pushed in the butt every single play. That's a little fraudulent. That should be removed from the record book, I think. Just give it to the guy behind them pushing. A little bit of fraudulence.
Kelsey. Let's give it
Yeah,
to
a
the
little bit.
lineman.
Sure.
You know what? I'm down with that.
Yeah, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah,
So
Kelsey, all-time leading touchdown rusher as a quarterback. Congratulations,
yeah.
Jason. You heard it here, official.
yeah, in the Party Chat Sports history books, it is Jason Kelsey award or record. So that's my two cents. But do we have the nomination ready to rock here? The winner?
I think we have the winner.
Who is the 2023 Fraudy with your Party Chats 40s award?
The winner for the Fraudy is your Miami Dolphins. Congratulations.
Wow.
Hey, can you please not blow that vape in my face? Yeah.
Miami Dolphins.
McDaniels.
Miami Dolphins.
Okay, yeah. No, you're not. No, goodbye. Bye. Okay. Yeah.
Miami
Okay.
Dolphins.
I can't stop it. I can't stop it. Hold on.
I didn't say anything.
Hold on, I can't stop it. Oh. Stop.
I can't hear it anymore, so
I can't hear. I think you're good.
Oh my god. Malfunction. Party Chat Sports malfunction.
Stop. All right, we're not doing sounds for the rest of the episode.
Well, that's a disappointment. Almost like this next award. Our biggest disappointment award is on deck. Cam, are you
Different from the biggest fraud award.
This is
Very,
different.
very different. Very different.
This is different.
Yes.
Frauds
So I think we.
and disappointments are definitely different. But Cam, give us the nominees for the biggest disappointment.
All right, so your nominees are the Seahawks. How do you make the playoffs last year and then have a better team and a better draft and not make it this year? Doesn't make much sense to me. Buffalo. You heard it here first. It's closed. It's done.
He is out.
Goodbye. Your third nominee are the Bengals. Tragic. Really tragic. 9-8, and you don't make the playoffs. Real tough. And your final nomination here today are the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, brother, do you guys suck. Dear Sirianni, you are a fraud. You should have won the Fraudy.
He should have been on the Fraudy.
He wasn't even it wasn't even a nominee for the Fraudy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll jump in here. Seahawks, I don't really know how they made it on here. Personally, I didn't really expect that much of them, so they didn't really disappoint me. Buffalo, weird that they made this list because we did say their window was closed a long time ago, but then they did go on a run and did a lot of good things. So you did have the Chiefs at home and you blew it. So that is a little bit disappointing. Bengals, just a terrible season. Even when Joe Burrow was playing, 1-5 in division. What even is that? They may have been 0-6 in division. I don't even remember, but it was terrible. Bengals in a lot of trouble, spending a lot of money on 2 players. We'll see where that takes you. And then the Eagles. 10-1 at one point, and then bounced in the first round by Baker Mayfield.
Not a great look.
Real tough.
Yeah. The Seahawks, I went into this season, I was bold and said the Seahawks were going to win the West, and they didn't even make the playoffs. So, not great for me. The Buffalo Bills, they probably exceeded our expectations, but this was probably their last chance. It felt like it now officially feels like the window is closed for the Buffalo Bills. Cincinnati Bengals 9-8. It's a what could have been if Joe Burrow was still healthy. Now you don't know if T. Higgins is going to come back. So how open is the Bengals window with some question marks there on the offense and some of your weapons, and Joe Burrow having hit another injury, another season-ending injury for him. That's 2 times now in his NFL career already. He's had 2 season-ending injuries. You stopped that, Dillon. And the Philadelphia Eagles, who they lost their first game to the Jets, and a lot of people were like, you know what, that'll happen. But that was just a sign of things to come for the Eagles, as they only won 1 more game after suffering that loss to the New York Jets. Just keep that in mind, that the Jets did break the Eagles. And that's a big reason why the biggest disappointment is the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion.
Why don't we head to the podium for the pick?
All right, so a lot of bad teams, a lot of disappointments, but your winner for this year's biggest disappointment is the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Sirianni.
Yeah,
you guys suck. Congratulations.
No sound for this, just us.
So while we transition, we have one more award left to announce. The NFL announced their Coach of the Year award. It wasn't who we picked. It was the guy who we picked beat in the playoffs. So Kevin Stefanski wins the Coach of the Year award from the NFL. Here's the crazy thing. Kevin Stefanski had 21 first-place votes. DeMeco Ryans had 20 first-place votes. Kevin Stefanski won by 1 more first-place vote. That was close, but Stefanski, that's his second.
What a joke,
one,
dude.
That's
what
his
a
second
joke.
one, I think.
That's crazy.
The NFL couldn't give the Texans a sweep. They weren't going to allow that. And I think
NFL wants to eliminate the Deshaun Watson bad news so bad in Cleveland. They want to so bad.
So we are going to announce our MVP, and looks like that's going to tie him up with the NFL announcing their MVP of the National Football League. Let's see if it's the same. It might not be. It might be. Dillon, what you looking at there?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on over here. What is this?
Announce MVP I am.
No, you're not. Get off my screen. Get off my screen. The
Lamar
MVP.
Jackson.
Stop.
Patrick
Veto.
Mahomes. Brock Purdy.
Veto.
And Christian
Veto.
McCaffrey.
Bro.
You didn't
Thank you,
even
Grogu,
say.
for announcing the picks.
You You didn't even say it. You should have said, like, Jackson Lamar. You didn't even go with the bit. That's terrible. That's just terrible. But, yeah, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey. There's your four. Lamar probably the favorite for the MVP, and I don't know if they've decided the MVP yet or not, but he's probably your favorite. But is he the most valuable? I don't know. If you took Patrick Mahomes off that Chiefs team, where would they be? Probably not in the playoffs. That seems pretty valuable to me. But nonetheless, some other nominees up there too on that 49ers Avengers squad. Not even any of the Avengers. Brock Purdy is on there. But the Avenger, Christian McCaffrey, definitely the GOAT. Can he make up for not winning Offensive Player of the Year tonight? We'll see.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. The fact that our Offensive Player of the Year is not up for this award, but the runner-up for the Offensive Player of the Year is on this award. But I think that's the difference. It is crazy, but when you say most valuable player, you take Tyreek Hill off the Miami Dolphins. Yeah,
they're fine. They got Jalen Waddle, dude. They're good.
They're still fine. They're not as dynamic, but it's not as significant.
Just throw Achane out there to play wide receiver. They'll be fine.
Sure. But it's not as significant as if you take Christian McCaffrey off. So that makes him more valuable than Tyreek Hill. So I guess that's why he's on this list. That's the one thing with most valuable. When you say most valuable player, it's would you still be able to win? Would you still be in the spot that you finish the season with if you take that player off? Or what's, that win percentage? Or, like how many more wins does that player give you? Christian McCaffrey, touchdown every game but like one or two this year. That's pretty damn valuable for a running back, especially, a very fungible position. But for him to be producing still at this level, I said he was the best offensive player in the league. That's my MVP, but it's a quarterback-driven award. So Lamar being the quarterback of the number 1 seed, it being a regular season award, it would not surprise me if Lamar wins the Party Chat Sporties MVP. Are we ready to announce the pick? Or does Dillon have a few more things to add?
No, the only thing I was going to say was based on that criteria provided, Patrick Mahomes is pretty valuable. That's all I'm going to say. It's the criteria provided. But we will see what the voters said.
NFL memes got me for like 2 seconds. I just read, congratulations, Patrick Mahomes. I didn't read who tweeted it out. All I saw was that, and my heart stopped for a second. But congratulations, Patrick Mahomes Sr. NFL memes tweeting out DUI of the year. We don't have that nomination.
That's crazy. We do not have that award. We don't have that award tonight.
We are a classy podcast.
That's definitely what we are. Why don't we go to the podium to announce the final?
Yes. To the podium. Can we get our Party Chat Sporties MVP?
Your MVP.
Where you at?
The MVP for the Party Chat Sporties is Christian McCaffrey.
Yes,
yeah.
Sir! So that's who it should be. That's exactly who deserved to win that award.
Good for him.
He's gone.
Good for him.
I am refreshing to see. It's 10:02, so like they should have announced the MVP by now.
Is it over? Did it end at 10?
It's usually an hour long. They've announced every other award, right? No, they haven't announced offensive play. Did they announce offensive player? I don't think they have. They might not have. They might not be done yet.
TJ Watt's the first player in NFL history to record 19-plus sacks and 8 passes defensed in the same season and not win Defensive Player of the Year. Crazy award.
Interesting. Oh, looks like it is not over. We will not be matching up with the NFL MVP. That's my bad for misleading everybody that heard me say that. Definitely my apologies. I thought it was going to end at 10 o'clock, and that's, by the time it's 10:03 as we're wrapping this up. Should we wrap it up? Do you want to do a quick Super Bowl? What do you want to do, Dillon?
We touched on the Super Bowl again. I think real quick, the Chiefs are going to win it. Patrick Mahomes, man, what's he going to do in the big games? He's gonna step up. We'll just see if his wide receivers catch the ball for him. And again, that Chiefs defense going to give the 49ers some problems.
Yeah, it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes and that against that 49ers defense who looked vulnerable. But the two teams that the 49ers beat in the playoffs are two teams that had beaten the Chiefs earlier this season in the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. So, maybe that's on their side a little bit. There's a lot of history tidbits that are favoring the Chiefs, like the team that travels west and east and all that shenanigans. There's also that white jersey, like the team that wears a white jersey. I think the 49ers are wearing their white jerseys this year.
I believe they are.
So it's going to look just like the last time these two teams face off against each other. Also, the coach that, like a coaching matchup, when they see each other a second time in the Super Bowl, the coach that won the first time has won the last 3 or 4 times that there's been a coach rematch in the Super Bowl. You know who those coaches are?
I'm going to say Tom Coughlin.
Yep.
I'm going to say probably Bill Belichick.
Against who? It's the fourth. There's only been 3 times.
Okay. All right,
One
maybe
of these is right up your alley. One of these is right up your alley.
It's right up my alley.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, is it Chuck Noll?
Yep, Chuck Noll and Tom Landry.
I was gonna say he beat the Cowboys twice. All right, that's what I like to hear. The
other one is Jimmy Johnson and Marv Levy.
Okay.
Cowboys Bills. So.
All right.
Those are the 3 coaches that Tom Coughlin, Belichick, like you had said, also. So we'll see how this second time matches up for these 2 teams. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I want the 49ers to win. I like Brock Purdy. For anybody that hasn't noticed that already, I like Brock Purdy. I'd like to see him win. Like Kurt Warner 2.0 in some ways.
Wow. Real quick, Gill.
Real
quick, Gill. Stefanski and D'Amico Ryan's actually tied for first, but since Stefanski had the one more first place vote, that's why he won. I don't know if you mentioned that or not, but that's crazy.
I didn't mention the total points part, but Christian McCaffrey is the offensive player of the year.
Oh, good for him. Good for him.
That makes sense. So
he didn't win ours, but he won the NFL, so good for him.
But he did win our MVP, which
that he did.
A little bit more. All right. There's really not much else to say. We'll get a Super Bowl recap next week. That will be our episode. And thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our Party Chat Sporties award show. A little bit different than what we normally do. But, we're going to try changing some things up every so often. Try making things a little bit more fun, more interesting, especially as we get closer to the offseason. Just trying to get more interesting content out there. Well, I told everybody today that we should all invest in whiteboards. So we'll see if that leads us to somewhere.
We should do that.
I think we're going to try getting some sort of parlay video up for the Super Bowl. We should try getting that up for the Super Bowl. So that should be up on the feed Saturday.
Maybe
Sunday morning.
Probably Sunday morning. Probably Sunday
morning at the latest. But also, the first episode of the series of Jets Misfortunes is up on YouTube. Make sure you go check that one out at Party Chat Sports. I'll get more episodes cranked out for that series as well. Just make sure you stay tuned to the feed at Party Chat Sports on Twitter. That'll keep you up to date on everything we got going on. And also follow us on TikTok. Cam is going to try getting more content cranked out on there. So got some interesting stuff to come in here at Party Chat Sports. The NFL season is just about over, but that does not mean we are just about over for the season. Thank you, everybody, again for joining us throughout the entire NFL season. We've had a blast. Our first season doing this podcast, and it's been fun for me. I think I can speak for everybody else. It's been a blast for all of us. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. We'll be back throughout the offseason, like I already said, and we'll be back next season as well. Have a great Super Bowl. Enjoy the halftime show with Usher if you like that. But most importantly, let's hope that it's just a great game. It should be a great game. Let's hope it is. Let's hope it's not a dud. And we'll be back next week to talk about it at Party Chat Sports. Until then.
Peace.